If you can, please, Mr. Garamendi, I'm sure you'll try and make it. Stand and we'll do the pledge, and our county council, Ms. Edwards, will lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Stacy, thank you for putting the flag out. We appreciate it. It was better
You're
than
very
me
welcome.
waving whatever. Okay, it is not on the agenda, but we do have two staff members who would like to make comments this morning. Mr. Hargu, are you with us, please?
Yes, good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. This is Jim McHargue, Integrated Waste Manager, and I just wanted to give you a brief update. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so last week I gave you an update regarding regulatory changes on treated wood waste handling and disposal, and the fact that the alternative management standards, which had previously been in place, will expire after December 31st, 2020, and effective January 1st, 2021. All treated wood waste will have to be handled as a hazardous waste and disposed of only in a Class 1 landfill. And I wanted to give you some additional information that came in from our partners at the RCRC ESJPA up in Sacramento. They're actively working on this situation, and they have released some information that the Department of Toxic Substances Control, DTSC, who is charged with enforcing this regulatory change, is working on developing a temporary variance that would be available to jurisdictions. However, they don't anticipate having this variance ready anytime real soon. At best, they're thinking possibly mid-February, but realistically, I think it probably will be even later than that. So just to keep you abreast of the situation, we are developing some reaction here locally. We are going to handle it obviously differently because we're required to, but we will accept very limited amounts at the Rock Creek landfill as of January 1st. And I'll be happy to answer any questions or provide any additional information if I can.
Supervisors, do you have any questions at this moment? Mr. Hargu, what does limited mean and how will that be determined?
At this time, we're planning on accepting a half of a cubic yard of treated wood waste from a Calaveras County resident. And, this was not the best option, but considering many jurisdictions are just banning it altogether and just not accepting anything, we felt like this was at least some sort of effort in accepting something during the time that we're waiting for additional regulatory changes to come through. And by the way, I wanted to also mention that this temporary variance that will be in place is really just a method of buying the state some time until a legislative fix can be put in place that will hopefully resolve this issue at a legislative level.
So I would think that quite a bit of this wood that would come in would be from contractors doing work on people's residence or commercial property. So are the contractors who are building my deck, for example, and taking the old wood, are they considered commercial? Or are they considered my representative and they could take it to Milton?
once they take possession of the waste as a contractor, they would be considered a commercial generator of the hazardous waste.
So they can't take it to Milton then, correct?
They could not take it to Milton, no. Yeah, I agree, it's not a good situation.
I can't address for the other parts of the county, but I don't know many residents in the Ebbets Pass quarter that are building their own, replacing their own decks or building their own structures.
Right, and I just wanted to mention that the contractor and commercial waste is a real concern. As a matter of fact, last week we had a trailer show up from a contractor from San Joaquin County full of probably over 5 cubic yards of treated wood waste, and they had heard that they would be able to slip it into Rock Creek. Well, obviously not being a county resident, they were turned away, but the contractor waste has the potential to certainly overwhelm us.
Okay, in the meantime though, between now and the end of the month, contractors could bring the product to Milton.
We will accept.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We will accept it through December 31st for disposal under the current state alternative management standards, which we've been using.
Can they do it at the transfer station until the end of the month?
No, I believe what we want them to do is to bring it down to the landfill, because that's where the material has to be landfilled up until December 31st. So we would like them to bring it down there.
Okay, well, I understand but can they do it at a transfer station?
No.
I'm going to say no without having direct knowledge, but I'm going to say no at this point.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Are there any other questions or comments from the board?
Madam Chair, this is Dennis.
Yes, Mr. Mills.
I think it might be a fairly good idea to do some type of a press release through our local media so that we kind of reduce the confrontations that may occur at our various sites when this happens.
Yes, and I do have press releases ready. I wanted to update you on this meeting, and then as soon as I finish this update, I will go ahead and get the press releases put through.
Thank you, Jim, for the update.
Thank you, Mr. Harger. Ms. Medina?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Madam Chair and honorable members of the board. Lisa Medina, Environmental Management Agency. Yesterday, our Animal Services team was honored to participate in Santa's Express event hosted by Resource Connection. This event supports families and individuals in our community who may have food insecurities during this holiday season, and many of those families and individuals have pets that need our support as well. This year, our animal service manager, William Oglesby, who is one of the newest newbies on our team, came to us with enthusiastic experience and great leadership skills, reached out to the Resource Connection and offered to assist with food donations for those families and individuals with pets. In preparation for this event, we partnered with our community, including the Calaveras Animal Disaster Services, CADS, who held a pet food drive this last Friday, December 18th, to support that event. Tractor Supply Company, in Angels Camp and Sanders Market in Mountain Ranch. Thanks to this generous donations of our animal service team, we gave away over 13 cases of canned cat food, over 1,452 pounds of dry dog and cat food, 3 to 4 cases of wet dog food. Keeping pets at home for the holidays was our goal. Yesterday, we were able to share resources with those in need. Our community partnership with a Resource Connection may have saved the life of a dog or cat in our community. We are truly grateful and honored to have participated in this event. We will continue to support our community and remain unified in our mission to protect and care for the animals that are lost, unwanted, unloved, in finding their forever family, human family. A huge heartfelt thanks goes out to our animal services team and Focus and the volunteers who continue to support us day in and day out. And that is all I have. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Are there any other staff members who have comments they'd like to make this morning? Okay, seeing none, I want to move to the consent agenda, which is why we're here. Ms. Simpson, could you please read the 3 consent agenda items we have?
Yes. Item 1, Human Resources, approve a resolution appointing Robert Packner as Interim Director of Public Works and Transportation, effective January 2nd, 2021. Item 2, Human Resources, approve a resolution appointing Samuel Leach as Interim Health and Human Services Agency Director, effective December 19th, 2020. And item number 3, Clerk Recorder, adopt the 2021 Board of Supervisors meeting calendar.
Okay, thank you. Are there any public comment? Well, let me backstep. Is there any member of the board or staff who would like to pull a consent agenda item? Is there any member of the public who would like to pull a consent agenda item?
One moment,
Ms.
Madam
Simpson?
Chair. I'm checking right now. Just one moment, please.
Thank you.
None at this moment.
Okay, thank you. Seeing that there's all 3 consent agenda items, I will take a motion on the consent agenda.
Madam Chair, so moved, Ben Stopper.
Motion by Supervisor Stopper, a second
By Dennis Mills?
by Supervisor Mills. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Who's an aye? Oh, Mr. Garamendi, you were an opposed?
Aye.
Oh, you're an aye.
No, I am aye. Aye.
I am glad you're an aye.
Aye,
I want the record to show that all 5 supervisors voted for the 3 agenda items. That was the fastest supervisor meeting I've ever attended.
Madam Chair,
Yeah, yes,
can we do any supervisor announcements?
I was going to,
Okay.
even though it's not on the agenda.
Just asking.
It's all right. God dang, I don't know what I'd do without all these gentlemen helping me. Mr. Stopper, we are going to do supervisor comments. Is there a comment you would like to make?
I just want to ask the board if they're amenable to a press release, as Dennis brought up earlier, for the treated wood. Maybe sending out another one in these holiday times about the about the links we have at the website about staying safe during the holidays. And the information, providing the information as joint as a board. Just basically a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or whatever everyone supports, and please proceed in with the most caution, and we'll give our links to like the new CARES Act funding that's coming in for businesses and everything else on that, and just a reminder to everyone about the services we do provide.
That's an awful lot. That's like a 2-page ad.
I think I repeated things quite a few times there. I don't think it needs to be so redundant. I'm a little nervous. This is my first time on Zoom in a while during a board meeting.
Let's pretend like it's agenda review.
Okay.
So Supervisor Stopper would like a press release that talks about 10 different items. Is there any other there comments or editorials from my colleagues on this?
Madam Chair, if I may.
Yes.
I know that Mr. Leach is on the line here, but he is probably aware, as the board is, that the head of public health has provided regularly the press releases with the positive cases and they regularly also provide the links to the services we provide and whatnot. But I think between Mr. Leach and I, now that he is officially at the helm, we can coordinate with public health to make sure that those links are provided in the next press release that comes out. And I believe that will be today with our most updated case data as well.
Okay. And I know economic development has been sending things out on what is now under the COVID relief package. So that's being done.
Yes.
Mr. Stopper, what is it?
Basically, to my point, what I'm asking is that, we as a board back everyone moving forward through this holiday season in the safest manner possible, and then just adding that to the regular press release right now with everything you also are already doing. That's all I'm asking. I said a lot of other things, but I know public health and everybody already provides those links. We just want to say as a board, we support everyone moving forward in the most healthy way possible into the new year.
Okay, I'll work with Mr. Alton on putting something together offline.
Thank you.
Are there any other supervisor comments? Well, Mr. Leach, glad to see you wearing a tie. It's very Health and Human Services look. Mr. Leach, do you know if there will be a press release on Christmas Day on the number of cases? I have kind of mixed feelings about doing it that day, but everybody looks to a Tuesday and a Friday.
I do not know. I can get you an answer later today, but I would imagine we're going to continue with our regularly scheduled releases.
Okay. If you could just let us know if there's a modification, just notify the board. Thank you.
Will do.
Seeing no other supervisor comments, Mr. Alt, do you have anything?
No, Madam Chair, other than happy holidays to the board and our public that's listening, if this is a holiday that you celebrate.
Thank you, Ms. Edwards.
No, thanks.
Ms. Simpson?
No other comments, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. Just want to remind people on Christmas Day, there will be free pickup, there will be free dinners, picking up at Valley Springs, Marvell Treats in San Andreas, and the Native Sons in Murphy's. And people can call and just tell us how many meals they want. Thank you. And to all of my colleagues, the public and staff, we do, on behalf of the board, wish you all as joyous a holiday as you can have and find something to laugh about. This meeting is adjourned. Ben?